going to start here, and then you're going to go out with Gage. Okay? So we'll start here first. Yeah, right, man. You understand? Oh, okay. First, start here, guys.
Oh, hold on, Dakota. Oh, I thought they were going right out.
Bam. All right. You got everybody? How long have you been here, living in the tent with your dad in the woods? A month. 30 days. And all these people spend a lot of time with them. And now, doing a ceremony, brought you over from something that's different than being a little kid. You think you're ready for this? All these people here, I think they feel the same way. It's a big thing. Come a long way. Learn a lot of skills. So the hard part is, when you come back, you're going to be different. You're not going to be a little kid anymore. You'll be a young man, right? Learning what that means. It means a whole different thing than just going out in the woods to play. Are you ready for that? Okay. So you can't speak to that guy until the sun comes up tomorrow. And when you do, he's not going to call you a little kid anymore. Right? But between now and then, it's something that has to happen. It's always to say goodbye. The person closest to you in age who has already taken this rite of passage, this ceremony, Dakota. We're going to work together right now and lead, find your place. Dakota's going to come back. He's our scout. He's going to share where you're at. And then from there, you're going to be visited throughout the night by members of the community who have a real interest in who you're trying to become, because you're the future. You're the future of our community. We don't want to raise crazy people or people who are lazy or people who are going to hurt other people. We don't want any of that. We want to make sure that you're running after the job, it's a big job. Pass it forward to the next generation, everything we all care about. You ready for that? Well, you said yes to every question I had for you. Hey, can you take your son, bring him out to the woods where he can light his fire? When he comes back, he'll be a different person. You ready to take him? Stand on the other side. Push me from 5 to 6 if you want. I'm going to be the last one. And I'm just going to ask you the answer to the last question.
Alright, this is Gage's video for his fire ceremony. And Anthony was the first person, the first visitor of the night. just explain what Anthony's question was and how his visit went.
So I was Gage's first visitor of the night, and helped him get his fire going, and we talked. We talked for a little while, and I asked him what good he wants to contribute to this planet. What is he going to offer, the Earth, and what good he can do while he's here. And he's not supposed to answer until the next person, but he gave me his answer, and he said that he wants to grow up and pass these skills on to other kids, and I kind of relayed to him that maybe 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line, it could be him sitting across a fire with another kid that he's helping initiate to the next level of his life, and he was listening to every word. He wasn't just nodding okay and just saying yeah to please me. He was paying a lot of attention to everything I was saying, and I could see a little bit of fear in there, and that's normal, and I made sure that I let him know that it's okay to have those fears, and that it took me until I was in my 20s to be out in the woods and be by myself, and to realize that there wasn't anything to be scared of, and so I kind of reassured him of that it's okay to have those fears, and that's normal. It just means you're a normal human being, and I think I eased those fears a little bit, and kind of let him know that in the morning, when he comes out of the woods, he's going to realize that he's a much stronger person than he thought he was, because that fear is no longer going to be there. He's going to know that he was out there all night tending that fire, and that no boogeymen came to get him, no animals came up to eat him. It's not like the movies, and that he's going to be a much stronger person when he's done with this. And I think that's going to be an important thing for him, because it's still the unknown to him. He's still got those worries in there, and there's adults that have those worries, and he's conquering this fear at a young age, and he's developing skills that a lot of adults don't have yet. And I asked him, were you doing bow drill a year ago? And he said no. And I said, well, that's that's growth right there. That's something that adults struggle with for a long time when they take up these skills. I was trying to let him know that that I don't know him that well, and I haven't been able to be around him that long, but for the period of time that I have, I see that there is a huge amount of potential there, and the things that he's learning and the things that he's taking interest in are really important things, and they're things that are not only going to help him grow and help him learn, but it's things that are going to help others, you know, and if he decides to, you know, continue with these skills, which I think he will, you know, that, you know, this is potentially a future mentor that could help a lot of people. And, you know, I let him know that I grew up not having woods to go in. And, you know, that didn't stop me from, you know, from following my heart. And, you know, I made sure I let him know that, you know, just because you leave the woods, you know, doesn't mean that it's going to leave your heart. You know, and if it's in there, you know, you're going to find you're going to find a way, and it's going to work out. That, you know, the pieces fall in place when you're following, you know, your heart, and when you're following what you believe in. And I think that, you know, he genuinely, you know, he has that passion inside of him, and he might not fully understand it yet, but it's in there, and it's not, it doesn't go away so easily once you find that passion in there. So I'm very happy that I got to be the first person, actually, because you know, I'm not sure his comfort level with everybody else, but I know me and Gage have a good relationship. So I felt good to be the one to you know, to help him out and to start off, you know, the ceremony with him. And you know, again, I think when he comes out of those woods in the morning, he's going to realize that he's a lot stronger of a person than he thought he was, and those fears melt away. You know, those fears are going to go away, and you know, we get new fears, and that's okay, and that's part of it. But this is him getting over his initial fear of, you know, potential boogeymen and all that stuff in the woods. You know, he's going to realize that you know, the woods are his home, and that's one of the things I told him was, you know, nothing's going to hurt you here. You know, this is your home. You know, and whether you know it or not, the animals know. You know, the animals know that this is your home, and they're not going to cross that boundary. So I think when he realizes that in the morning, that he's going to be a different person, and the growth will just keep snowballing from there. So I'm glad that I'm here to be a part of it, and you know, I can't wait to be around here next year and the year after that to see, you know, to see the growth take place and to see where he goes from here, because you know, he's got something in there, and you know, I wish I had that in there when I was a kid, but he's got it in there at an early age, and it's going to do really, really good things for him, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. So that's pretty much it.
Anthony, I'm honored that you're here and able to take part of it. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, man, thank you. Thank you. You're doing good things for your son, and yeah, you got to know that too. You know, that you're raising somebody who's being instilled with really good values, and that's gonna affect, you know, the kids that he's around, and it's gonna affect, you know, it's gonna affect how he behaves for the rest of his life, and those values are really important, and you know, they get lost. But it's good to see that somebody is still, you know, taking those extra steps and making those sacrifices for their kid, and really making sure that he's involved in real things in his life, and he's lucky to have a good dad, man, like you. So thanks for letting me be a part of it.
I just wish I had something like this when I was a kid.
I hear you. I hear you.
And that's why I'm so thankful for the school, and even more thankful that I have the school bring my son here for our weekends. Because he needs it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have woods at home.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see the positiveness of his time here.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Star.
It was good. Next time, it'll be better.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
the power of editing.
We're gonna talk to each other. Is that what's gonna happen?
Power of editing
Start doing it.
is
For real.
pause, or you have to think for a long time. Don't worry about it, because I can edit that out. And again, this is just for Gage's mom. So hi, Gage's mom.
Hi, Gage's mom
And grandparents.
and grandparents.
And 20-year-old Gage.
Hi, Gage. Okay.
So this is,
I'm Caitlin.
and you went out at 9
9
o'clock
o'clock. Okay.
to visit you, Gage.
Gage, this is Caitlin. I hope you remember me. I came out at 9 o'clock, and do you just want me to talk to the camera? Basically, I can just talk
Speak
to
from
this.
your heart.
Okay. I'm gonna start over. Hi, Gage. This is Caitlin, and I came out at 9 o'clock at night, right after Anthony, and I asked you what the answer to your last question was, and you told me that you wanted to help keep people safe, and you wanted to learn more about the advanced scout skills so that you could help other people. And today when I saw you answer Mike Douglas's question of why we wanted to learn scout skills, I knew that you were really speaking from your heart when you said that you wanted to help other people. And I think it's really awesome that at 10 years old you feel called to help others. And then we talked for a little while, and it looked like you were taking your fire really seriously and you were working really hard to keep it going. And I told you the story of the first man from the tribe that is native to the Cape Cod area. And we talked for a little while longer, and then I asked you my question, which was, what does it mean to follow your heart? And it seemed like you...
You're good.
Not about it. I don't know what else to say. Sorry. Are you gonna be able to fix that with editing?
Yeah.
So I'm really proud of you, and I know that however the rest of the night turns out, that we'll see you in the morning, and I can't wait to see you back at MPSS or wherever I run into you in the future. Yay!
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you, Caitlin.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being a part of it.
Thanks for asking.